Good day, Upper Peninsula. A major update yesterday from the Michigan Legislature and our continuing coverage of the wage debate in Lansing. The Michigan GOP has passed a bill in the House that, if signed into law, would preserve the subminimum tipped wage and slow down minimum wage hikes. This bill comes after heated debate in December where the Michigan GOP walked off the House floor in protest over a Democratic initiative to raise the minimum wage gradually and eliminate a $4 tipped wage for servers and bartenders. The current Democratic passed law could bring both wages up to over $17 or $18 by 2029. Slight increases start in February of this year. To slow that down, Republicans proposed and just passed in the House legislation that would keep wages lower as requested by the restaurant owners and their lobbyists. The GOP legislation calls for increases to wages, but changes that are less drastic than the current law on the books. Now, this debate is heated. Democrats were major proponents of the increased wages championed by unions and workers' rights advocates, but Republicans say they fear what the Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association said. According to an internal survey conducted with their members, they believe without this intervention, 1 in 5 businesses will close. This is what State Rep. Carl Bonak had to say about the legislation. Quote, "I'm happy to see these bills pass with bipartisan support, as the Michigan Supreme Court's decision to eliminate tipped wage and impose burdening mandates was unacceptable in the first place. While in Lansing, I will always vote to protect our hardworking citizens and small business owners who have shaped our communities," unquote. Bipartisan support, a generous term there. The bill was passed mainly on party lines. Bonak referencing a Supreme Court decision this fall that upheld the challenged Democratic passed law. Here's the spokesperson for One Fair Wage, a group who opposes slowing down the wage increase. This is former legislator Dave Woodward.
FDR said this when he created the very first minimum wage in this country. He says, if your business is predicated on the notion that employees must earn poverty wages, then your business has no place in this country. And that really is at the crux of it. So every argument that they've used in the past against having a minimum wage, increasing the minimum wage, is the very same argument they're applying here, and is false and bogus.
The group Save My Tips firing back at that notion, saying that increases will have too big of a negative impact on small businesses that are still recovering from the pandemic. We have new statements from both organizations on our website, myupnow.com. This bill, if or when it gets to the Governor Whitmer's desk, our Democratic sources say it's unlikely to be signed by Whitmer, the governor vetoing 13 bills last year. Right now, along with the Republican attempt to curb paid sick leave, this is headed to the Democratically controlled Senate. There's a narrow Dem majority there, so we'll see how it all plays out. We'll keep you updated. For more on how the bill works, you can visit myupnow.com. For MyUP News, I'm Andrew Lawrencer.